What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again. And this is where we at here. So, listen, look, Charleston White was in an interview recently here, and he spoke about the situation between Cardi B and Offset. And it's crazy, but at the same time, though, too, listen, look, man, um, he had some he had some things to say about the situation that's going to shock you. So we're going to dive off into this. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
Steffi Diggs, he's all over the blogs now. Him and Cardi B, they finally
and Cardi ain't doing nothing wrong. She tried to do right.
Yeah,
we watched it.
8 years.
Man, she tried to do right, man. You're holding on to take so much. A woman will take everything. A woman will take it forever, but a hoe will get fed up. Shit. And when a hoe get fed up, make you cry.
He's feeling it now, huh? Also,
what? Man, shit. Man, cry. Man, time talking about hurting about it. Man, I don't play about my kid. This ain't about the kid. He don't give a damn about that hairstyle, nigga. You care about that athletic dick pouncing in your woman. And she bringing in other women in it. And everybody swinging on that boy monkey ball. I be mad at the motherfucker. Me and my girl used to have threesome, and she over there in all the mother holes swinging on that monkey ball. I think I be mad at the motherfucker too. Threatening violence. I understand that's just a hurt man. But you a player. Yeah, just get on over here on the injured reserve list. Stretch it out a little bit. Try to have you some non-contact practices. Before you get back out on the field. But don't be angry because you done got injured. No. If you're real with yourself, if you done dished it out, you ought to be able to take it. If you
Booking.com has all kinds of.
Hey, Charleston talking a little common sense here. It is what it is, though.
Ought to be able to take it in such a way where, you don't make yourself look like no lame. Yeah, you can hurt in style. Just don't say nothing.
Yeah. And for a rapper,
it's every worst nightmare.
But I'm saying like Stephon Diggs is in a 4-year, $69 million contract.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It's money. He got one of them bodies, them whole and man, that'll make you cry. Man, have sitting somewhere on the bridge, dangling his feet. You hearing the people say, man, don't.
What the French coach is going to think about?
Man, Charleston's stupid out here. Say they have a nigga on the bridge dangling his feet. Shit, Charleston's stupid.
Don't jump, man. Just come on now. Let us talk to you. You just up there trying to think. You ain't thinking about jumping, but you're thinking about it. Homie, that's the worst nightmare. For your broad that you once loved, and she done went and got with more money than you, and he's athletic. Homie, that's all of our secret fear as a man is one of them.
But I see a lot of guys speaking out saying that she went from a guy cheating to a guy that has multiple girls too. Anyway.
Hold on, no. She ain't trying to marry this. She just trying to have fun so this don't hurt no more. See, this hurt over her. Yeah, I done left this cheating. I expect him not to cheat. I don't expect him not to cheat.
He's still gonna hurt her.
I don't expect him not to cheat. So how you gonna hurt me when my expectations are not there? Me and you ain't getting in this relationship to be in a monogamous, committed, faithful relationship. We hold together.
Now, you know what I'm saying? I agree with Charleston on that point right there too. But at the same time though too, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that be the complications in some of these bras' minds. Like, women still women. I don't give a fuck whether they 3 or 4s or they classy ladies. Women are still women. And yeah, she's sitting around here. She expected Offset not to, you know what I'm saying, bust those types of moves and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like dude just said, she left Offset to get with a dude with multiple women and things like that. But Charleston was like, yeah, but this just for fun because this hurt over here. She had certain expectations on Offset that at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying, she hadn't had for probably any other man that she's ever dealt with. Definitely at this point in time in her life. And also, too, you know what I'm saying, I said to put a baby in her, something that, you know what I'm saying, no other man has ever done. Women do change up on you once you put a baby in them. And let me speak on that for a hot second. That's a concept that a lot of men don't understand, you know, and it took me time to figure that shit out too and things like that, because, you know, we live in a society where, you know, definitely back in the day, men didn't talk to each other as much as we are talking now, definitely to the internet, because of the internet, stuff like that. But it's just the truth. Women, you know, I want to say it's kind of a sense of ownership over you once they have your child. It's something to that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it just is what it is. It is what it is, man. It's something that changes within them for the child and also for you as well, because, you know what I'm saying, you are a part of them for the rest of their life. So it's a different dynamic than you just sleeping with a chick.
Baby, I got a new one. Let me see. This one, y'all ain't never had money, so this one, baby, say this. I just mentioned, let me see her. I'm gonna leave the phone on, let me hear her. This one of them. We don't expect that. It's the unrealistic expectation where we come into this. These ain't two poor people feeling sorry for each other on the rebound, trying to mask hurt.
Right.
Man, this woman, you heard what she said? I listened to her. I ain't listening to y'all. She said in such a sincere voice, I became friends with this nigga. This a fly nigga. He already know what I'm going through. I ain't telling him, but he want that pussy. She don't know he want the pussy, but he making it be known. Hey, how you doing? No different when you jump in the whole DM you ain't talked to in a while. Sniff trying to bark back up the tree. How you doing? Yep. He just so happened to catch it in one of them down moments. Man, woo, woo, woo. So he macking on her through text messages. And she said she would look up one day and the will message her at the right time saying the right thing. Conversation always rule the nation. So
yeah, I had to hit the button on that. Yeah, conversation does rule the nation. Real talk. And that goes for both ends. You know what I'm saying? Either a chick gonna conversate you out of your pockets or whatever the fuck, or you gonna conversate that chick out of her cooch or you know what I'm saying, even her pockets if you smooth enough for it. Trust me, I know.
Over time, they develop a friendship. She's still trying to pack foul and play foul with the rap. He peeling away with the conversation and texting, letting her have her space.
Yep.
He got her. So they ain't jumping into nothing. We thinking they done jumped in. The niggas that got something about this is the niggas that's hating.
Women, it always start off with a woman having fun, and then slowly he laying the pipe down over time. She gonna want more. And then over time, she's gonna start screaming and yelling on YouTube and
you thinking about broke hoes.
What?
You ain't talking about the woman that got all this money. How much money they just posted and said she's almost a billionaire?
Yeah.
When she got with Offset, she put that in a Rolls Royce or one of them bad-ass cars. We seen it.
Man, Charleston White about to spit facts, but this is the truth out here. You know what I'm saying? Broke women
already in the ass.
Broke women is different, for real though.
That's Trey. Nigga, she had a bag of money. You describing a woman, this a hoe. This a hoe who used to drug men and rob them. So she know how to handle it. This a hoe who done sold pussy. How you think she got him back to the room to drug him? In the name of selling pussy. It's a broad that's been in the strip club who come up out the strip club. From the strip club to where she at. This ain't the regular kind of woman that's gonna be getting you some pussy and fall in love just because you're.
I don't think a hoe stays with a man for 8 years.
Yes, you do.
And hoes by her side.
Yes, you do. Y'all don't know hoes. You don't know a real hoe.
He don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the dude interviewing out here, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. He don't know. You know what I'm saying, about how the game really go. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about, you know what I'm saying, 304s out there, real street walkers, real 10 toes down ass chicks. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look, man, I had a life before the life I have now. And you know what I'm saying? I used to indulge and engage in situations like this with women back in the day, posting ads, all types of stuff. This was when Backpage and Craigslist was going hard. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, though, too, I still got access to the same chicks that I had back then. I still got access. I don't know what the hell he talking about. He don't know women. He don't know women. I'm telling you right now. He don't know women. And these chicks that moved on, that got boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? One of them got a husband out here. Still to this day, I got access out here. I don't know what he talking about. I don't know what he talking about. Shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Women will change. You know what I'm saying? Even in women from the street life, they will change. You know what I'm saying? But it's necessarily, you know, they still are who they are.
A hoe at her age, hoes don't try to hoe forever. She settled down as a hoe. Mm-hmm. She was not too long ago out of the strip club, a music career. You think from the strip club to the music career, she just became a ladylike woman? She was just drugging men. She was just for fighting. So she hadn't had children. Most niggas put a baby in a hoe change for the baby. Mm. But she still got her hoe ways.
Right.
She gonna go hoe up on this baby or daddy. Y'all don't know a hoe. So a hoe is looking for the right man, whether it's a trick or whoever, that'll change her life. But she'll evolve from what she was. So she'll play whatever role he put her in that's beneficial. Hoes is about benefits. It ain't got about feelings. It's about a benefit with a hoe. So a hoe will put up with way more than what a woman will put up with for the benefits. A hoe don't care about the feelings. So he met her as this rap icon. He ain't no motherly woman, a rap icon. He put a baby in her. We start watching her go from being this to a mama wife. We watching this.
Right.
So we watching a hoe go from being what she was to a mama and a wife.
Right. And this is where we come in at, you know what I'm saying, throughout for the longest, the old school saying is that you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You know what I'm saying? And this has been the trope for the longest now, since before even anybody today was born. You know, all of us, you know, today. This has been the stigma. This has been not even the stigma. It's been a policy that men are not to do that. You're not supposed to take a 304 and turn her into a housewife. But to see what Charleston White just broke down to at the same time, and I get that too as well, is at certain points, you know what I'm saying, it's going to become a situation to where she's going to have to get out the game. She's going to have to get out the game. And these are just facts. These are just facts. And I'm going to tell you something too, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, though, Charleston White talking about a whole situation that I know definitely something about. You know what I'm saying? One of my back in the days, you know what I'm saying? Great. She was great money maker. Real talk. No bullshit. You know, no bullshit. At the end of the day, though, you know, it did come a point in time through, you know what I'm saying? This was, you know, some years after we had just been, you know what I'm saying, doing our thing, stuff like that. She got out the game, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, she found her, you know what I'm saying, a little cat, stuff like that. Didn't know nothing about her, you know what I'm saying? She had dipped off to a whole nother state real quick, you know what I'm saying? She, you know, she told me she's like she was done. This and that would go, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? She dipped off, you know what I'm saying? When I seen her again, she had a whole baby, you know what I'm saying? She was dealing with this cat, things like that. We ran back into each other, stuff like that. She was with him and stuff. And yeah, it just is what it is. And, you know, she was down for dude. And, you know, I told her, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby, you know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you want to change your life. That's how I go down. Charleston definitely right on that. Y'all niggas out here, y'all don't know women. You know, especially not the street type, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they will change because at a certain point, you know what I'm saying, they get tired of the game, and they know at a certain point it's time to get out, you know, and they do. If they smart, they do. If they smart, and they sit their ass down. For real though. He ain't telling no lies. He ain't telling no lies. I'm telling you, I witnessed this shit first fucking hand. You know what I'm saying? They will get out the game and they will sit down, but they will actually, you know what I'm saying, maneuver to a whole different place where nobody know them, things like that. And they are, you know what I'm saying? I know the Cardi B situation is different because, you know what I'm saying, she well known for the treachery that she did, like Charleston said, you know, about, you know, intoxicating men and all this other type of stuff, you know, drugging men and stuff. But yeah, though, firsthand, I done seen it, bro. I done seen it.
And being faithful, there's no tabloids, there's no nothing saying she been doing this. It's all on him. He the one. We watching him run back to her on stage, baby, I'm sorry, baby, with the blunt, baby, I'm sorry, baby. She performing. We watching this. We watching this hoe take him back. A woman wouldn't have took all she took, public embarrassment, and took him back. A woman wouldn't have done it. She would have been gone.
What really happened was Offset. Hold on.
Been gone.
Hold on. What really happened was, you know what I'm saying, what's known in the game, you know what I'm saying, Offset had a bottom bitch. Real talk.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
She went out, she made that cash, and she brought it back to Offset. Offset, you know what I'm saying, like, I guarantee, you know, like, he didn't understand that girl mindset. You know what I'm saying? He didn't understand Cardi B mindset or where she come from, her thought process, and her past life and things like that. He didn't know how to really handle her and deal with her and stuff like that long term. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, he didn't know how to, you know, just really, you know, maneuver with her. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the way that he was maneuvering in public and things like that with these other chicks and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't sanctioned by her. I'm gonna say it that way. That wasn't sanctioned by her. You know what I'm saying? Because she probably would have been cool if she had a sanction his activities, you know what I'm saying, by being the bottom bitch, you know what I'm saying, that's bringing in the bread, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow me on this because I know what the fuck I'm talking about here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, if she didn't sanction that shit, that's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, she got sick of the shit and it pissed her off.
But a hoe, she gonna stay down.
Right. She
all that public embarrassment she took. A hoe would have stayed down. A woman, she wouldn't have let Stephon Diggs while she was pregnant with her husband, baby. Ooh. A hoe will. A woman will not let Stephon Diggs while she was pregnant with her husband, baby. But a hoe will.
I think with any woman in the world, right time, right person, hoe or not.
No. A woman, most niggas don't know a hoe and most niggas don't know a woman. Homie, some woman, I don't care what the situation is, she ain't giving her dignity up for what she feel at this moment, and she still got to be a woman tomorrow. She still got to be a woman tomorrow.
A few years ago, you told me all women were the same.
I ain't never said that. All women are designed the same by God. All women don't act the same. All women are the same. All of them emotionally respond, but all of them don't act the same.
Right.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
That used to be the difference between, you know what I'm saying, the chick that was the 304 and the chick that was the housewife, which we used to have that separation, you know, decades upon decades ago. It was a separation, just like it was a separation between the street cat and the productive man. It used to always be a separation up until today's age, and we got this blended, you know, this blended eyesight of what's going on out here. You know, it always used to be a separation, for real though. You know what I'm saying? 304s used to dress a certain type of way, and you know, women that were women that were marriage type minded women, classy with whatever you want to put, the titles you want to put on it, they used to dress a certain way. Women used to dress different when they were actually in different type of lifestyles, period.
Homie, there are some women, I don't care how bad they hurt, you ain't because they hurt.
Right.
I know some women, I don't care what they going through, I don't care what the man did. You not fit to lay your demon spirits on my innocent baby in my womb. And you a whoremongering man, and you've been laying with all these different women. You think I'm finna let you lay and you finna impart those spirits in my baby, and you've been sleeping with strippers who's possibly been molested? You want to put those molested spirits into my baby, where my baby draws because you lay those spirits? Come on now, you want to transfer all these spirits into me?
Fire right now. And see, this is the point right here too as well. Yes. Technically, and this has been scientifically proven. When men sleep with women, we leave our DNA inside of women for at least up to 7 to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. Or, in some cases, depends on where you're getting your research from. Some say, rest of your life or whatever. But all I'm saying is, though, it is for men, we give our essence to women. We give our spirit to women. Be it he a ratchet dude or he a good dude, depending on who she decide to sleep with, she's going to get that spirit from him. Charleston White is definitely right on that. Whatever spirit that the man that she chooses to sleep with has, she's going to get that from him. Because if the facts that we want to sit around here and say, if men pour into women, then it just have to be true. It's true. If we pour into women, then our essence, when we sleep with women, especially, with unprotected, yeah, you're going to transfer fluid. Our fluid to them is a whole different situation.
As a pregnant woman with an innocent child, do you know how sacred it is for a woman to be pregnant? That nobody touches her? No man. That's why God made Jesus' father couldn't talk for 9 months. Because he gonna be saying, man, I ain't how she get pregnant. He couldn't even talk. That's how sacred a pregnancy is. But we don't so think a woman would do that? That's hoe. That's what a hoe would do, nigga. Not a woman.
What do you like better, women or hoes?
Hoe. Woman. Don't give me a hoe. Nigga, man. The women are great. Don't get me wrong. But
Charleston,
I don't know. I don't know how to interact with no woman other than yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I don't know how to f a woman.
You can't have a conversation with a woman?
I can have a great conversation with a woman. Didn't you hear what I said? I don't know how to f a woman. I don't know how to try to f a woman.
How long does it take you to identify a hoe or a woman? Can you tell before they open their mouth?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Body language, mannerism, body posture, and eye contact.
Yep.
Mm.
Definitely. I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all men out there in the 21st century, y'all don't know because the lines have been blurred so much, you know what I'm saying? You got, women out here pretty much dressing the same with the streetwalkers uniform. And back in the day, it didn't happen that way. It's definitely, you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, you used to tell the difference, you know what I'm saying, between the women that were, the ladies and the actual, street walkers. Let's just keep this honest. But yeah, nowadays, you know what I'm saying, most of you men can't tell the difference because y'all haven't been properly mentally prepared to know what to look for, you know what I'm saying, the mindset to look for, and also, what's the difference. And that's the problem. Too many women are wearing the uniform, but at the same time though too, they're on mask. They want to sit around here and talk about, well, you know what I'm saying, I should be treated this way, but you're wearing the uniform.
Body, okay, posture.
A hoe looking around. A woman don't look around.
Right.
A hoe see everything. A woman don't. A woman got tunnel vision. A hoe see everything. A hoe see everybody watching her. Cause she's scanning and looking. Choosy Susie.
Yep.
The hoe looking to make eye contact with but the woman ain't. The woman minding her business. The hoe tending, the hoe scanning and scoping. But the woman minding her business. A woman, you have to say, hey, excuse me, ma'am. Then she might stop and look. A hoe, you can say, hey, she gonna turn. Get half price.
Play with it. You know what I'm saying? He definitely told the truth on that. It's a different way that you speak to a 304 than you do a woman.
Well, there's a bunch of women and whistle. Whoever responds to the whistle, that's a whole trait. Walk and say, hey. See who responds to the hey. A woman, you have, excuse me, ma'am. Hey, miss. Or her name. It's just small things like that.
Right.
You can see a lady walking. And based on how she turning her head, looking and making eye contact into the car, that's what a hoe do. A woman ain't trying to look and see who's driving by. A hoe is.
Is there a hybrid of two? Because a woman can still be a hoe on some days, though.
A woman can't be a hoe, but a hoe can be a woman. A woman don't know hoe behavior. Women don't know what hoes do. A woman don't know how to wash her pussy in the sink.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
No, she don't. No, she don't. You know what I'm saying? And see, this is the difference. This is the difference because, you know what I'm saying, I've seen it with my own eyes, man. I've had the difference. Yes, you know what I'm saying? A lady don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? She need to get in the bath. She needs her bubble bath. She needs to soak. She needs to take her time, stuff like that. A lady's going to take her time taking a bath, stuff like that. Hey, listen, look, a 304 gonna hit that sink real quick, make it happen because she got to get back on the track ASAP.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Play with it. Play with it. See, some of y'all cats out there don't know you don't know the difference, man. If your chick, if you dealing with a chick out here, and she cool with hitting that sink, all right.
A woman ought to wash her pussy taking a bath. A hoe can be a woman because she just learned, it's a learned behavior. Being a woman is a learned behavior. But a woman can't be a hoe. It's learned behavior. Where she learned, she can't be a hoe.
You need to write a book on this.
I ain't got time. I just keep teaching it through this. But a woman can't be a hoe. She don't know how to be, especially if she was raised by women.
Well, the way you're putting it, LeBron James' wife is a woman.
Of course.
You don't see her out and about trying to get unwanted attention. And...
A hoe want attention, a woman don't.
Right. Right.
Hoes want attention, a woman don't.
So
listen, look, I'm gonna stop it right here. 10 toes down. It is what it is, people. Charleston White speak. Number of facts on this joint. I told y'all what I know from my knowledge standpoint of when I used to run the streets back in the day, and I was indulging in activities with dealing with women of the night. And yeah, I'm gonna put it that way. Women of the night. You know, listen, fellas, man, it just is what it is, man. You know, these are proven facts. I know this shit firsthand, man. I'm telling you, yeah, you know, when women of the night, at a certain point, they will change. You know, either they're going to change or they're going to perish with that type of lifestyle. You know, it's just like, you know, when men get out here and we choose to, you know, run the streets and we, you know, sell illegal narcotics and stuff like that. Either we're going to, you know what I'm saying, be dope boys for life, or we going to get out the game and change our lives. It's the same scenario, except for, you know, women are sleeping with multiple men, you know, things like that. And men are choosing to, you know, sell substances and things like that are illegal. It's the same game. It's just different. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.